In my junior high school, IS 192 in Queens, NY, my favorite teacher was Miss Omar. In fact, she was also my secret first crush. I probably wrote her 3 to 5 poems expressing how special she was in my life. She came to me one day very disappointed at my grade from another class. When she confronted me, I tried to give her all types of excuses. I blamed Benedy and Benoit for cracking jokes that made me laugh in class. I blamed this little girl named Linda for marking a T next to my name, which meant while the teacher was explaining a lesson, I was distracted. As the class monitor, she did what she had to do. Everyone was to blame except me. That's my reason I couldn't focus. So the very next day, Miss Omar gave me this poem to read. Have you ever heard this poem? Can't. By Edgar A Guest. Can't is the worst word that's written or spoken, doing more harm here than slander and lies. On it is many a strong spirit broken, and with it many a good purpose dies. It springs from the lips of the thoughtless each morning and robs us of courage we need through the day. It rings in our ears like a timely sent warning and laughs when we falter and fall by the way. Cant is the father of feeble endeavor, the parent of terror and half-hearted work. It weakens the efforts of artisans clever and makes of the toiler an indolent shirk. It poisons the soul of the man with a vision. It stifles in infancy many a plan. It greets honest toiling with open derision and mocks at the hopes and the dreams of a man. Cant is a word none should speak without blushing. To utter it should be a symbol of shame. Ambition and courage it daily is crushing. It blights a man's purpose and shortens his aim. Despise it with all of your hatred of error. Refuse it the lodgment it seeks in your brain. Arm against it as a creature of terror, and all that you dream of you someday shall gain. Cant is the word that is foe to ambition, an enemy ambushed to shatter your will. Its prey is forever the man with a mission, and bows but to courage and patience and skill. Hate it with hatred that's deep and undying, for once it is welcomed to will break any man. Whatever the goal you are seeking, keep trying and answer this demon by saying, I can. Tell me you feel Nas rap song, I Can energy in this poem. This poem speaks directly to the heart. It reminds us that the word can't is not just a word. It is a shadow, a weight, a thief of dreams. Every time can't is spoken, it steals courage, diminishes hope, and quietly convinces a person to settle for less. Yet Guest refuses to let it stand. He calls out can't as the enemy, the silent saboteur of ambition, courage, and purpose. So when I told Miss Omar I couldn't focus, she gave me this poem to read, and it completely changed me. Each line feeling like a lifeline, like giant hands reaching down and pull me from my doubts. It taught me that life belongs to those who act, not those who linger on the sidelines. My grades went back up and Miss Omar was proud of me again. As I wrote Agent 009 Langichata Labon, this poem was my constant guide. Every chapter, character, and twist echoes the lesson. Refuse limits imposed by fear. Rise above doubt. Answer can't with courage, creativity, skill, and relentless will. This poem honors inspiration in many forms. Haitian comedian Languichat de Bordus, whose humor teaches resilience, James Bond, whose poise inspires courage, Ben Stiller, whose persistence inspires creativity, athletes like Gilbert Arenas and Shadur Sanders, whose dedication shows ambition in action. Even smaller details in my book carry this message. Barbecue's younger brother, Grill Master, teaches us what we find to be scary are funny to others. The C8 Corvette represents drive, speed, and the refusal to accept limits. The C8 Corvette is a supercar killer. It just needs exotic doors to finish the job. Every reader, every viewer, every person who encounters this poem feels its quiet power. It does not scream. It quietly lifts the spirit. It teaches, Ambition is deliberate, not reckless. Courage is action despite fear. Persistence turns dreams into reality. When I recite this poem, I feel the heartbeat of determination, the pulse of ambition, the quiet defiance of the human spirit. The world will always say can't. Doubts, obstacles, critics, they are inevitable. But this poem gives us the answer. I can. A simple declaration, a shield against despair, a light in the shadow of impossibility. This poem changed me. It gave me hope when I felt weak, courage when I felt afraid, and reminded me that every dream is worth pursuing. And now I share it with you so it may inspire the same strength, courage, and belief that guided me to create my books, build my vision, and take flight into the unknown. My YouTube community, help us sell 1 million copies of my book so we can donate $1 million to charity. Overstand, don't quit life.